Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Devo, Andi Petrillo, Cicero here with you. Andy's in for Dina. Dina back next Tuesday. So the big news yesterday concerned Alec Baldwin. Prosecutors plan to charge, it's now official, they plan to charge and have Alec Baldwin with involuntary manslaughter in the 2021 deadly Rust film shooting. Film armorer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed will also be charged in this. Cinematographer Helena Hutchins was killed after she was struck by a live round of ammunition fired from a prop gun held by Baldwin. Film director Joel Souza was also struck. Baldwin has maintained he did not pull the gun's trigger, placing responsibility for the tragedy on the armorer and props assistant on the film, as well as the assistant director who handled the gun. The assistant director is cooperating with officials in this. Devo, there's a lot of things in here that I don't understand. What's the one that sticks out to you?
Just to follow up on the assistant director, so he put a guilty plea in. He's on 6 months probation with that. So the family of Ms. Hutchins they're saying that there's comfort knowing that charges are going to be laid in this. I mean, the obvious is, how does this happen? But it's happened before. Brandon Lee. Dummy bullets were put in there. There was bullet fragment. The metal tip of that was still in the gun somehow. That was fired. He dies at the age of 28. This is just tragic, man. And, you know, they're saying, and Hollywood is saying, we're going to take away guns. We're going to take away real guns. It's all going to be prop guns and things like that going forward. But someone has to be accountable for this. Someone died, and others were injured. Alec Baldwin, as the actor, being handed something, I think when you're in that situation, I mean, we've been on sets. If someone's handing you something, you think things are checked.
Yeah, you trust the process.
You have to trust it. That's what part of your job is as the talent or the actor in that situation, is to trust and not ask too many questions so things can move forward and move forward quickly as well. I don't know how involved he is in everything else on set in this film, but you have to say that, how does he know that this is going to happen?
Well, and that's why it's involuntary manslaughter, right, that he's being charged with, because it's negligence. And to your point, yeah, you trust that if something's being given to you, if we're being given a prop that then we got to do something with.
And someone gets
hurt.
If
that prop hurts you, am I responsible, or everyone along that checkpoint line? But that's where I wonder, do they know something we don't know? Did he do, because isn't he a producer as well?
He's a producer on this as well. So that's where I'm wondering how involved he is, right? And so as a producer, are you being charged with this as the producer, or are you being charged with this as the person who fired the gun? And he said he didn't fire it. He said that it went off, kind of thing, right? And then he's putting all the blame on Ms. Gutierrez, who it was the film's armorer, who was supposed to check all of this. Her company, her team was supposed to deal with all of that. So that's kind of where it's all going towards.
Look, I'm sometimes not Alec Baldwin's biggest fan. I've just seen him be rude to people for no reason.
Yeah.
A lot. And I know a lot of people love him and a Trump impression, yada, yada. Yeah, I think there's another side to Alec. But that's not really my main point. My main point is if you are an actor, how is that your responsibility? And the DA who laid the charges made it very clear they felt everyone was being reckless here.
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear what their definition of reckless is when you are the actor and technically not responsible for the safety of that gun and to make sure there's no live ammo on the set, which there shouldn't have been. This is a fascinating one to me. I was floored when I heard this yesterday. I did not expect Alec Baldwin to be charged. Again, I'm not there. They have information I don't. But there are safety checks all along the road here if you are an actor on set with a gun. And I don't understand how the onus is on the actor in that situation. Now, listen, should be doing stuff with well, if the scene says you're supposed to do this and that, maybe you do that. I don't know.
At some point, he was going to fire that gun.
That was part of the script of what was there. So somebody needed to, along the way, as we said, all the checks need to happen. It didn't happen. The lawyers are saying this. So Alec's lawyer is saying he had no reason to believe there was a live bullet in the gun. So he's saying it's a miscarriage of justice that he's being charged at any point. He said, we're going to fight these charges and we will win. He relied on the professionals with whom he worked to assure him that the gun did not have live rounds. Ms. Gutierrez lawyer says that there's a very flawed investigation and an inaccurate understanding of the full facts. And Hannah, that's Ms. Gutierrez, has always been emotional and sad about this tragic incident. but she did not commit involuntary manslaughter. So this is going to take a while. This is not going to get solved very quickly. And I don't know if it ever will get solved in a way that's going to make the family of Miss Hutchins feel any comfort.
No, she's gone, and it's sad, and it's tragic. I
And it's
remember
reckless,
that Brandon Lee one as well, because I love The Crow.
Yeah.
And when I found out, I just thought, oh my goodness, like
Yeah.
it's heartbreaking no matter what. I can see how people want someone to be held accountable,
Yeah.
but just what were the steps along the way that led to that?